Welcome to the Just Live podcast. I am your host, Olivia Stevens, and I'm inviting you in on my personal journey of learning and discovering how to live a life with more connection, joy, and purpose. I'll be sitting down with people from all walks of life to dive into topics including trauma, mental health, mindfulness, the nuances of love and relationships, and much more. I hope these conversations empower you to expand on what serves you, release what doesn't, and just live. I'm going to just do a really quick, I decided I want to start putting out just super quick little food for thought episodes. Yes. Because I don't have all the answers. I just have a lot of questions. So anyway, the other week I hopped back onto TikTok. I'm not a big TikToker. I don't get on that app. It's very chaotic to me and it stresses me out and I don't understand it. All the like random notifications and things every time I open it up, it doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, I'm like, this place looks really unhinged. I can just post whatever I want on here, clearly. So I did that. I don't know, like the other week I was feeling really down about myself and my appearance, and I was sitting probably in this very spot doing some like morning, meditation, just kind of reflection. And I've been working a lot on trying to cultivate this like greater sense of self-love and really like loving and accepting myself and just being thankful and grateful for my body and my health and everything that I have. And I was sitting there thinking, how am I supposed to fully love and accept myself when I live in a world that doesn't? When I live in a world that is constantly sending me messages telling me that I am not good enough, pretty enough, my lips aren't big enough, my eyelashes aren't long enough, my hair isn't full enough, blonde enough, long enough, my waist isn't small enough, my ass isn't big enough. All of these things. So I was kind of on a rampage on the video, just being like, what the fuck? We're getting all these messages. You need to love yourself. You need to accept yourself. Blah, 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 blah. Well, I live in a world that fucking doesn't. So how do you expect me to when no one else does? I have to source that from within and completely ignore everything outside of myself that's telling me otherwise. I don't get it. That's not making sense to me. And so I posted the video and the feedback was kind of funny. A lot of women seem to very much understand my point of view. They seem to have expressed that they felt understood and like, yes, I hear you, and men had a very different reaction, which was funny to me. It seemed like men, the majority, if not all of the comments had a very similar kind of consensus of, oh, like, don't be so insecure, like, stop, like, you're pretty, just love yourself, like, don't listen to anybody else, like, you're so beautiful. And I'm like, you are missing the mark. You're missing the point of this video. Like, the point of the video isn't for me to like wish I was more secure. I'm working on that, and I think for the most part I am pretty secure. But the point of the video is to express how hard it is to be those things in the fucking world that we live in right now, where we're inundated with messages telling us that we're not good enough, that we aren't pretty enough. And the point of the video was to express the frustration with that. It wasn't like, woe is me, I don't feel good about myself. I mean, there's times where I really don't. But what makes me so angry is that I live in a world that isn't supportive of that idea of the self-love. We keep getting pushed these messages to love yourself, but we don't live in a world that supports that. And I'd really like to change that. because I don't want to raise a daughter in the world that I'm fucking living in right now. It's exhausting and it's unfair and it's gross and I don't like it. I don't like feeling like what I'm coming to the world with just as I am isn't enough, and it's infuriating. And it's also infuriating that the female experience feels to be so different, or at least it's received differently, you know, versus the male experience. It's like, I guess men, at least the men that commented on my video, aren't receiving the messages that we're receiving or that I'm receiving or that I'm inundated with on a daily basis. I think they don't realize just how hard it is to feel secure in this world. And that's frustrating. So that's like my rant for the day. It's just frustrating. I feel like the beauty industry is like on a runaway train and you either hop on or you get fucking bulldozed. And it's like there's no stopping it. It's $1 billion industry. The point is to make us feel insecure so we continue to feed into it and buy the products and buy the fillers and the injections. And it's sad. Like, I turned 33 last week and I want to look in the mirror and love myself, but it's really hard to not see the imperfections first. And it's frustrating that we have to work so hard against, like, I feel like I'm going up against a giant, with having to like continue to learn to love and accept myself and to appreciate what I have and who I am. And yeah, it's a challenge. And so that's been something that I've been struggling with lately, feeling a little frustrated. I've been limiting time on social media because I do know that a lot of the insecurity stems from how much, or is like directly correlated with how much time I'm spent consuming and scrolling. And that's the whole point. So if anyone is feeling that way, I am there with you. I don't know what we can do about it, but I wish that there was some sort of shift in our culture to just appreciate everyone for exactly as they are, and to stop pushing this like constant like change yourself, or like improve. Like, why can't we just be good enough exactly as we are? And it feels like it's this constant game of like keeping up, and I'm really tired of it. So that's all. Thanks, everybody. So this week, I'm going to continue to try and release unrealistic expectations and release the idea that I have to look like somebody else, or that, you know, there's things about me that are flaws. I want to expand on loving who I am, embracing all that there is about me, and hoping that every time I look in the mirror, I feel beautiful and I am not so quick to jump to all the flaws that I see. So anyway, that's my little food for thought for today, and I hope everyone is doing well, surviving winter. We are just so close to spring, we can taste it, and we're gonna be okay. So, okay, take care, and thanks for listening. Please subscribe, review, share, like, comment, and then do it all again. Thanks, bye.